Hey everyone, welcome back to the AV Playground. In this video, we're going to talk about movie streaming services and what's going on in the battle of the streaming services. And this one is going to be talking about Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers is in the middle of being sold to either Paramount or Netflix. So this morning, I did see that Paramount is spending $108.4 billion for Warner Brothers, and then Netflix is a much lower at $8.4 billion. So I can definitely tell that Paramount is going to win the bid, for Warner Brothers. And, keep Netflix from buying them. They've already got a lot of movie and TV shows as is. But when it comes to Warner Brothers, it's going to be bought out by Paramount. From what I've heard so far, that based on the highest bidder, it's going to be Paramount who's going to buy Warner Brothers instead of Netflix. I'm not sure what this means for the future of streaming services and the future of physical media. I mean, I love my physical media. I love my DVDs. I love my Blu-rays. I love my VHS tapes. And I would hate for all that just to completely die out in 2026 and replaced by streaming services. Even though with multiple streaming services, I can get almost every movie that's in my physical collections. I do buy a lot of the blockbuster a lot of the blockbuster movies that are in theaters and get released on physical media on DVD, Blu-ray, and used to VHS. But right now, there's another thing going on in the battle of the streaming services, and that is Disney Plus is officially pulling the plug on Hulu, which is a good thing, I see it as a good thing because Hulu is already fully integrated into Disney Plus. I mean, with Hulu, you get movies from Warner Brothers, like there's A Christmas Story, there's there's 17 again, there's Four Christmases, A Christmas Vacation, Gremlins, Epic Movie, Super Bad. I mean, a lot of the movies that are on, and of course, a lot of the TV shows, like what I've been watching, like Master Chef, Hell's Kitchen, My Name's Earl, stuff like that. It's all fully integrated, so I see it as a good thing. So if I want to watch anything from Hulu, I can just go to the Hulu tab in Disney Plus. So in the future, we might see a Warner Brothers tab inside of the Paramount Plus app. So I'm going to go to a profile. So there might be a Warner Brothers tab inside of either the shows or movies. And we might see a lot more movies inside of Paramount Plus in the near future. Like we might see a lot of the, Harry Potter movies, Lord of the Rings, a lot of the Adam Sandler movies that are made by Warner Brothers, or any of the movies that are made by Warner Brothers, will be in Paramount, because I think Paramount so far has the highest bidder. because it's basically how it works in the streaming age. It's like anybody who has the highest bidder can win, and anybody with the lowest will lose. So right now, Netflix is losing to Paramount. And I actually see that as kind of a good thing, because HBO Max has gone downhill for a long time, ever since they went from HBO Max down to Max, back to HBO Max, and they've been changing the logo. They just can't keep a solid name and a solid direction of where they want to go. I mean, HBO Max has been going downhill for a long time, especially for that whole HBO Max to Max debacle. So it's about time that someone buys Warner Brothers and makes it, a very successful in the streaming age. So yeah, there's Paramount. Another person that could pretty much buy it is NBC Universal, which they probably haven't put a bid in yet, from what I can tell from the entertainment news. So Peacock would have been a perfect place to put Warner Brothers, but they haven't bid anything yet. But the only two that have been bidding on Warner Brothers is Netflix and Paramount. So from now, so far, Paramount is the highest bidder when it comes to buying out Warner Brothers. So there might be a possibility of Paramount actually going ahead and buying out Warner Brothers for $108.4 billion, which is higher than Netflix's $8.4 billion. So everything that's on HBO Max will be on Paramount Plus, especially when it comes to streaming. I mean, this is how it is in the streaming world, where a lot of companies are being bought out by other companies, and they're all merging together, and then causing that one app to shut down. So we might see, let's look at the streaming services. So let's see which ones are going to be left in 2026, 2027. So we got Netflix, Disney Plus, which will also have Hulu built into their original Disney content. HBO Max will go away, so in 2026, 2027, or maybe 2028, we might see just Netflix still around, Disney Plus still around, Prime Video still around, Paramount Plus, Peacock, Apple TV, Tubi, and a lot of the free apps as well. Fandango, that's not going anywhere. Apple TV's not going anywhere. A lot of these aren't going anywhere except for one particular app called HBO Max, because a lot of their content is owned by Warner Brothers. So all that might go to Paramount Plus in the next year or so. If the deal does go through, we'll have to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. But right now, Paramount will end up buying Warner Brothers for 1.8 or 1.8.4 $108.4 billion. That's how it works. The company with the highest bidder will end up winning, and the one with the lowest will end up losing. So Netflix will end up losing Warner Brothers to Paramount. because they originally bid 8.4 billion, whereas Paramount bid at 108.4 billion. That's a lot more money than what Netflix was bidding on Warner Brothers. And what does that mean for HBO Max? It's going to disappear. It's going to shut down because everything's to be integrated into Paramount Plus. But let me know in the comments section if you're watching this on YouTube, what's going to happen to the future of physical media now that Paramount is going to be buying Warner Brothers because of their highest bidding amount, 108 versus Netflix's 8.4. And they're all $1 billion. They're all in the billion. So what's going to happen to physical media? I mean, I love physical media. I love having a physical copy in my hand. But if Warner Brothers gets bought out, who knows what's going to happen to the physical copies that we hold in our hands, that we get to take out of the case, put it into a Blu-ray player, DVD player, VCR, and just watching the movie uninterrupted, continuously, and it's a seamless experience. Streaming, it's changing all the time. It's not like it was when streaming first became available and we still had physical media to hold us up until a lot more services were introduced. And now, because of the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, streaming has really become the mainstream, and there's a lot of changes with a lot of merges. A lot of mergers, prices are being hiked up due to inflation. There's just so much that goes into streaming of why it's not really the best way to watch movies. I mean, the best way to watch movies is to go to a store like Walmart and support your local record store and buy your movies that way. And having that instant access, not really access, but, that instant accessibility to your favorite movies. Because once you're out and about, going to Walmart, going here, going there, and if they have movies, you pick one up and you buy it. So physical media will definitely make a huge comeback due to what's happening with streaming, like with Warner Brothers and Hulu. They're being merged. Hulu's being merged into Disney Plus, and Warner Brothers is being bought out by two companies. One, they're bidding 8.4, and that's Netflix, and Paramount was 108.4 billion. So Paramount will end up winning the bid of Warner Brothers against Netflix. So Paramount and Netflix are definitely in a bidding war for Warner Brothers. And then eventually, whoever buys it will shut down HBO Max permanently, because there's no need to keep two streaming services with the exact same content. It just makes it confusing. I mean, I'm doing that with my physical media, is that I'm getting rid of duplicate copies. If I upgrade on Blu-ray, then I get rid of the DVD. And I even get rid of secondary copies on DVD, so I can have one copy of each movie. And the same thing goes with streaming. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.